Welcome back, guys. My name is Daniel Westman. I am a law enforcer, not a police officer, but a assistant law enforcer here in Sweden. And I want to show you a little bit of the supplements I take to bear with a very long day. Normal hour shifts for me are about 12-13 hours daily. And I work in two places, in Stockholm and Uppsala. They're nearby each other, but still about an hour apart. And I work just about every day, and I try to work out every day as well. And yeah, showing you some of the supplements I take. And these are pretty much in order of importance of what I know and what I believe you should take. Starting of course with the protein powder. The only one that I would consider to be an essential. Reason why is because at least the whey, which are these two, are fast digesting, and it helps keep me from going into that catabolic state. I know that nowadays a lot of scientists argue that you don't need it after a workout, but if you go all the way back to the old school guys, all of them will pretty much agree that you should take some protein. We also have 1 case of casein protein, great to have for bed since it's slow digesting. I personally don't like the flavor of it, but it was a bulk deal, and of course Optimum Nutrition, you see a lot of Optimum Nutrition. I believe it's a great brand, it's widely available, but flavor wise you should definitely go for the Cytake. The flavor of it is just so much better in my opinion. Not as nutritious as the Optimum golden standard, but definitely beats it in flavor. And if you are bulking like I am right now, definitely opt for something with better flavor, because you'll take a lot of protein. Normally I supplement each meal with at least a scoop of protein, as well as a blend of at least 3 scoops post-workout. But those are the proteins, and the other one in order of importance I do believe is a multivitamin, the Optimum. Now this includes a lot of other stuff than just essential vitamins and minerals. It has some collagen and so forth, but mainly a multivitamin. And the reason why I think that's such a great product to take is because rarely do we stay consistent with getting our vitamins. We'll always get our protein because that's what fills us up, as well as carbs and fats to an extent, and fibers. But vitamins, we take them sort of optionally when we can, and if we feel like we want to take the vegetables and fruits. And taking a pill or powder, if you will, helps to stay consistent with getting this stuff in. So definitely recommend that too. Thirdly, we do have collagen, and just as I said about the Optimum that has collagen in it, taking additional collagen is great, especially for it has a lot of different benefits, such as helping not only connective tissue and bone density, but also helping skin, hair, nails, all of that good stuff. And a lot of young people opt not to take this because they think that they're young, healthy, they have great healing factors, and it's true to some extent, but it's good to start early, and you can't really go too good with that stuff, building good bone density and connective tissue. So definitely recommend it. It's the only one that isn't actually per se a fitness supplement. Everything else you can see has clear fitness labels. This is something you can find in pharmacies, and I do recommend that because this is actually salmon, or I think it's cod, So it has a lot of nutrients that not necessarily all fitness supplements have. So that's one I would recommend take additionally. It's on course with things like magnesium that normally you don't want to take fitness magnesium because it can be sort of ungeneric. So I would recommend getting that at pharmacies instead of necessarily fitness supplement stores. Thirdly, we have the big one, glutamine, the only amino acid that is taken additionally to bulk amino acids product. And the reason why, and why a lot of fitness people and bodybuilders take glutamine exclusively in addition to everything else in terms of amino acids or BCAAs, essential amino acids, is because it helps with a multitude of things, but mainly recovery. So if you, like me, work out every single day, it's great to take something that really helps to recover faster and better. It's not gonna work wonders, but taking it consistently really helps aid at building as well as making sure everything else utilizes the best way. But recovery wise, it can be glutamine, and pretty much anyone who does a supplement list in the fitness industry will have glutamine as a exclusive amino acids, taken separately from the other one on the list, which is BCAAs. These are great to have sipping through the day, help with energy. As you can see, they both have that theme of giving energy. And most people take this as they're working out. I like to take it throughout the day, helps me stay full, not being too hungry, and it does give a lot of energy. Great stuff in it. And again, another reason why I personally take it is because there are those drinks, you have Nocco, you have Clean, and all types of vitamin and BCAA drinks. One problem with those is that they are very acidic. I like to take these and sort of switch between the actual cans and the powder form to save my teeth from the staining. These are not acidic. I mean, they have some pH levels, but not nearly as much as the carbonated drinks. So these are great stuff to take. You can never get enough BCAAs. So definitely take these throughout the day, before, during or after the workouts. And second to last on the list of supplements I do recommend is a pre-workout. Now, I've been on and off pre-workouts for the almost 10 years of training that I've done in my lifetime, but I'm back to it, and really I don't take it always before my workout. A lot of times I take this actually as my morning coffee. I rarely wake up in the morning, but whenever I do wake up, this really helps me to get that tingly sensation and a little bit of an energy boost right off. Caffeine in it, and excuse me, BCAAs are also in it, and it's a great sort of to help you wake up. Now, another thing that is very much on point with that and last one, which is a fat burner, is that it's not per se going to help you burn fat, but it is going to aid in getting everything warmed up and all the internal functions properly utilizing to burn fat. And both of these do that. A fat burner is of course optional, and a lot of people hate on it, but again, depending on how you take it, it really is going to help. I am probably March of 2021, I'm going to do my cut, and that's when I get these back in, probably maybe a month before. But the pre-workout you can have year round, and it does help with the workouts. A lot of it is mentally, but it also helps, as I said, internal functions, which they really share that the fat burner and the pre-workout, at least if you get a good pre-workout. Now, concluding facts is that not all of these are essential. The only one I would say is the protein, to help you get extra amounts of the micronutrient that you need, as well as having something that digests fast. A lot of people say just eat food after the workout. Of course, that's what you want to do, but there is a window, and also depending on what you eat. A lot of people, of course, like to eat chicken, and chicken is very slow digesting, as well as actually red meats are pretty slow too. So it is good to get a whey protein in, which of course does not include the casein, but getting something like the golden standard, which I do recommend because it is the highest quality, widely available protein you can find. Meaning that I've been all around the world. I worked a little bit in Spain, and I mean, you can find this everywhere. It doesn't matter. Other stuff like, I think Cytec is pretty widely available as well, but BPI, for example, is much harder to find. This one, in terms of quality, you can't beat it for the price point it's at. I've seen some premium products, but they are exclusively online and really aren't worth it as much as this in terms of what you're getting. And Optimum Nutrition, generally, I do believe have really good high quality products. And you say something like this, the Optimum. I wasn't sure about it. I wanted to go with more of another type of vitamin, maybe find something at the pharmacy to get. But then I started looking at reviews of it, and it's everything else that it does. I mean, just look at the nutritional information here. It's a massive list, and not all of it is necessary. I mean, I eat a lot of vegetables, and not a lot of vegetables, but I eat a lot of fruit at least, as well as a lot of food in general. But I mean, some of this stuff I absolutely get, but not nearly everything. So it is good to supplement with this. Taking 3 pills a day, which is the recommended dose. Usually don't go over that. The only product I would transcend is, of course, the protein, but that doesn't really have a limit. The fat burner, when it is time to do the cutting, I might take it double the dose, so go for 2 pills in a day, depending on how much activity I have going on. Because, again, unless you have activity, it's not going to do too much. And the same thing goes with the pre-workout. You don't take a pre-workout to go to an office. Let's just say that. So it helps if you have some physical activity to really activate this stuff. Glutamine, big secret. I am, as you can see, a big Michael Hearn fan, and he goes crazy for the glutamine. Has probably, I mean, 1 scoop is 5 grams, I think, and he'll have throughout the day maybe 20-30 grams at least. And obviously he has done pretty well. He also likes the collagen. I always like the collagen. Nothing worse than a young person having problem with bones and connective tissue. I mean, it's very sad that you see guys who really are depending on all kinds of wraps and sleeves and all this sort of support, because their actual body does not aren't able to bear the load. It's very sad, but again, supplementing really does help, as well as knowing when to take it. A lot of this stuff really, it really complements very well with an active lifestyle. That's what I can say. I mean, everything. I'm casein again. I haven't been on it very often. I usually, for the longest time, didn't get more than 6 hours of sleep, and usually things digest somewhere around. I mean, it can take 10 hours for things to digest. But to feel full and not be super hungry when you wake up, casein is great. So it's great to take actually when you're cutting, for that reason. to still be full, not go into the catabolic state where you're burning muscle. Casein really helps with that. And BCAAs, the energy that you get from this is pretty insane. Definitely, if you want the real energy, double the dose. I mean, go for the canned ones or the powder. I already said the benefits of taking the powder is that you save the tea from that acidity. So it's quite a stack that I take. Some of the stuff I go on and off about. I, for example, will not have casein, will not have fat burner as much right now. Also the pre-workout I don't take every single day. I like to stay off it for a while, really so that it doesn't do what most people have, the reaction with coffee, that they take so much coffee that it doesn't have an effect anymore. So if you go on and off about it, about maybe 3 or 4 days on, and then you take the same amount of time off, it really, you can still feel it, that tingly sensation, which some people don't like. I'm not saying that I think that it's comfortable, but I think there's something in the discomfort that really makes it quite amazing. But anyway, that's it for this video. Just showing you very quickly what I take. It is quite a lot of stuff. Again, not everything is essential. Not everything is essential year round. I will take some stuff away. I will add some stuff throughout the year, and depending on what I want at the time. But finishing thing is that none of this stuff is going to work wonders. Protein is protein. It's a micronutrient, unlike everything else, possibly apart from branching, but it's going to help a little bit. And something like the collagen, for me, is very important what it does. So I'm willing to invest in the best stuff. I don't know if this is the best stuff, but it's really a nice product. But it's worth it to me. You gotta find what's worth it to you. Maybe it's some greens, maybe it's some BCAAs, or other stuff. I mean, do some checking. Final touch is that I want to say, try to get the best stuff that you can afford, and if you can't afford any medium to good stuff, reduce the quantity of products that you take and just focus on the essential, which is the protein, maybe a multivitamin, and maybe some BCAAs, because the glutamine is in this, and just go for that, because low quality products, they don't do anything for you. They are possibly going to have bad side effects. I know that it can cause bad digestion, acne and stuff like that. They can be having been a lot of sugar added. So none of that stuff is good, so you want to go with the best that you can, and Optimum Nutrition is a brand that I believe in. Not all of it is Optimum, and I don't say that Optimum is the best brand out there, but it works for me. It has some good stuff, widely available, and that's basically it. Regarding supplements, you learn. Supplements is one of those things that, almost like food and clothes, throughout the lifetime you learn and discover new products, and you try them. Some stuff works, some stuff doesn't. Some you like, some you don't. Some you can afford, some you think will benefit you, and some you don't think will benefit you. It really doesn't matter, but try some stuff out, and do a lot of research, do specific reviews. As I said, I didn't do a review on multivitamins across the board. I did a specific review, research on Optimum, and looked at reviews both on YouTube and actual written reviews, to find that it did what I wanted it to do. So that's basically it. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. I will try to do some more financial videos, and hopefully my life schedule will work with me being able to produce some